I'm Arnie Eisen, Chancellor of the Jewish Theological Seminary, but in this connection, much more important to say, the parent of two kids who went to Gideon Hausner, a former member of the board of the school, and a person who can't think of anything he'd rather talk about than the joys of dropping his kids off at Hausner when it was still known as the Mid-Peninsula Jewish Community Day School, picking them up after school and having them tell me about the wonderful things they had done that day. This school has always been a great place for learning. We knew when we started it that if the general studies were not terrific, there was no way parents were going to send their kids there. But these were also parents like me who wanted their kids to be proud Jews. We wanted their kids to have a sense of where their people had come from and what it stands for. We wanted them to have a strong ethical component in their lives, to care about social justice, and to make that hyphen between the Jew and the American a source of mutual strength. You know, people ask me, as an expert on American Judaism and now as a leader of one of American Jewry's great institutions, why are day schools so important? And my answer might not be the answer everyone else gives, but it's the answer based on my experience as a parent as well as an educator. The point is that it's a Jewish space, that soccer happens in a Jewish space, and math is taught in a Jewish space, and Shakespeare is taught in a Jewish space. That is, inside this space, Jews can study with other Jews and learn how to become citizens of the world, human beings, Menschen, Americans. And this is the exact reverse of the situation that pertains outside the walls of the school, where Judaism is a very part-time leisure activity for most Jews, where it's off to the side, where it doesn't really matter to the larger society in the larger society's eyes. Here, Judaism is front and center, it matters, and everything else that flows into the child flows in through this Jewish time and space. That is crucial to the formation of identity. But you have a school where inside a Jewish time and space, great ideas are happening, great emotions are being felt, great creativity is happening, and not only something that bears the title Jewish or something that bears the title of general or American, but a mesh, a flow back from one to the other. That's what a great Jewish day school like Hausner can achieve, and that's what, in fact, from my experience, it has achieved. It does achieve every month, every year, turning out kids who are prepared for great contributions, not just to the Jewish community, but to the world, because of the formation of character and identity that happens at Gideon Hausner.
I'm Janice Tobin, and I'm the Social and Emotional Learning Coordinator at the Nueva School. I've been teaching for over 30 years, working with students in the Bay Area and actually around the country. We have worked with the teachers at Hausner on best practices for promoting inter and interpersonal intelligence, social and emotional learning. What research is telling us is that schools that actively promote social and emotional learning are really the schools where academics are flourishing and thriving. Really, when the math teacher and the science teacher and the art teacher come together and design a project for students from their own expertise and with the students' interest, you cannot lose in terms of what will come out of that. The buy-in from the children, the enthusiasm, the depth of learning, the higher level thinking skills, the questioning. K-8 is an exceptional educational model for children because it really allows the school community to look at the developmental stages of the students, to help with the transitions from early grades to middle grades to early puberty stages, and get them ready for the high school in a much more integrated way. If you interview children who've had K-8 experiences over and over again, they see it as such a formative and rich time, because it allows the 8th grader to be on the top of the school and to have that moment of being a solid leader and caring back for that 1st grader in a new way. When we came in and worked with the teachers, what I saw was that they're lifelong learners. They were already doing so many fabulous things with the students in terms of thinking and in terms of involving them in self-reflection, in terms of getting the students to collaborate and to care about each other. There's so much clear respect for the campus here, for the hallways, the beauty of the art that we saw. It was different. It wasn't, you know, everybody wasn't doing the same thing. We got a lot of sense that the children are proud of what they're producing and they care about their environment. Yeah, so we should be grateful for the faculty Hausner has, because they care. You know, they really seem to care about learning, and what parents want is a school where teachers are caring about the learning that's going on and about the way children are treating each other. And those are not easy things to care about. It's a big challenge to be a teacher, and anytime I see teachers willing to struggle with that challenge, willing to bring every day their best selves, that's the best thing you could want.